everyone, so I'm currently in the 8410, pulling the air seeder behind me. It's May 15th, 2024. Haven't really done anything or planted any soybeans in almost 2 weeks, but hopefully we're gonna have a productive day today. Headed to the next farm right now. It's a little over an hour drive with the tractor. I believe Phil is already there, disking it right now with the Challenger and the sunflower. If you watched the last video, it's where I spread fertilizer on. But yeah, it still a plowed ground, so I'm thinking we're gonna have to hit it twice with the disc. Once I drop this off at the farm field that I'm headed to, I'm actually gonna leave and head over to the other farm and jump in the 8100. That's hooked on a fertilizer spreader. Once I get that empty, I'm gonna hook on the rock picker and head back up to where I'm taking the 8410 now. So, busy day, lots of moving, lots of driving, but hopefully we can get a couple farms planted. Dad is also going to be heading to a different farm and going to try to plant some corn today. So, yeah, lots of moving pieces and parts today and keeping everybody moving. That's the goal. Hopefully no breakdowns. You can't tell on camera. Oh, there he is. Phil's about halfway across. Doesn't look too bad. A little damp. Hopefully the sun starts coming out a little more. So I'm gonna park this and head over to the other farm and jump in the 8100. In the 8100 now, I'm gonna go get the spread, and then once this is empty, I'm gonna drive back to the farm there and hook on the rock picker with the 8100. You can't really tell on camera, but it is spreading. The farm I'm on right now is a decent sized farm. The problem is that it's broken up into small fields. You know, you got 10-acre field here and 15-acre field there and 8 acres here. Everything's pretty small. So even though it's a good sized chunk, it's broken up into little pieces, and I got to make a bunch of different AB lines on my monitor here, and lots of headlands and turning around takes up a bit of time, where if I just had one giant square field, this would get done a lot quicker. As you can see, there's a field next to me on the other side of the trees here. There's also another field on that side of the trees. There's even a little one way back in there. Today's Wednesday. They are calling for rain Friday. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna be stopped Friday. I'm not sure how much we're supposed to get, but that's what I keep hearing, so. Right now we're looking at just today and tomorrow to get some farming done. Just got done spreading, heading back to the farm now. Going to unhook this. I'm gonna leave it outside so it can get reloaded at some point today. And gonna hook on the rock picker. Back at the farm here. Let me get this folded out. Looks like Phil is on his second pass. Working this one up twice today. I'm gonna go around, grab some of the bigger rocks, and probably in the next hour or so, I'm gonna jump back in the 8410 and start planting. I stopped and talked to Phil. He kind of told me where all the rocks were, at least the bigger ones. First big rock of the day, and it's hard to get troubles. There we go. Get it out of its hole there. There we go. This farm isn't too bad for rocks. You'll get the really random big ones. And then there's a couple spots like the south headland there is really rocky. Overall, the majority of this field, not a rock in sight, which is great. But yeah, just some really random big ones that I just pulled out. And the south headland is always bad. Tyler should be coming here in the next couple minutes with the seed tender. So I'm gonna get the air seeder reloaded, and then he's gotta go all the way back up to the home farm and get some more corn to keep Dad moving. can't tell on camera, but right here where I'm driving, there used to be a fence row and there's the slightest hump still from it. And there's always a couple rocks right in here in this fence row. And there was a second one in between me and Phil, I believe. So I'll go along here. I already picked up a couple I didn't show ya. And then I'll find that second one and drive over that one really quick. But after this, I think I'm gonna be done and jump in the air seeder and start planting. Well, I made one basket, not even. I could still fit a few more in there, but I did a couple laps around the field and got the bigger ones. There's still some smaller ones I could probably hunt for, but I'm gonna dump this and start planting. All right, so we've got the 81 parked behind the roller. Eventually, whoever can unhook that and hook on the roller there to the 81, but got my computer started up. This has got signal, so that's ready to go. Let's fire up the John Deere SM500. All right, so I am planting. I typically do the headlands first, and then I start filling in the middle. A little bumpy and wet on this end here, but gets a little bit better 30 feet in. This is the last little bit of the headlands here. I can start filling in all the middle. Phil's almost done. Well, I'm about a third of the way across. Phil is just about done. I don't know if that was his last pass or not. I'll probably call him in a second. Brought the drone out to get some good footage, these nice big fields like this, but I ended up not having the SD card in this, so I went to go plug it in and it didn't make it. So the micro SD card's somewhere down here, and I tried looking for it, but no luck. So I don't know if it's somehow got under the seat or where it went. It's bright red, so you'd think I would be able to see it, but I haven't found it yet. So I don't know if we're gonna get any drone footage today, but that's okay. The batteries were not fully charged anyways. I started flying around and then I pressed record and the screen here just yelled at me that there's no SD card, so I set up everything for nothing. And I lost the SD card. But I don't know, maybe I'll stop for a minute and try to find it. Other than that, the past hour or so has been pretty uneventful. Everything's running as should be, and hopefully it stays that way. Haven't had any plug issues or GPS issues. I'm running about 160,000 seeds per acre. And looks like Phil is doing another pass along the end there. I thought he was done, but I guess not. Got a couple passes to do here behind the woods eventually. Some little passes. Phil is folded up. He is taking them off to the next farm that needs to be worked. Well, my low tank warning light just came on. It was flashing there for a second. It's right there. So I can probably do another pass, and then I'm gonna have to stop and wait for the seed tender to come back and top me off. I think I'm just a little over half because I did all those short runs as you saw earlier. So I'm not sure how many acres are left, but got the 81 hooked on the land roller. I figured I might as well keep busy until the seed tender comes back and I can get reloaded. So I'm gonna start rolling what I already planted. Sounds like they were having a bit of trouble getting the corn unloaded onto the corn planter. I'm able to hook up the seed tender to the back of the air seeder and plug in the hydraulics and run it off the tractor that way to run the auger. And as of right now, you can't do that with the corn planter. So they were trying to use a different tractor. That tractor ended up having a dead battery, so they were trying to get that jump started. I don't know if they got it in the past 15 minutes or so, but hopefully they did, and I can go back to work. Well, I'm rolling again. Just trying to figure out how many passes I have left. I'm on 1, 2, 3. I have roughly about 16 passes left, somewhere around there. Well, guys, the light came on a couple passes ago, and I'm just about empty, and I got 2.5 passes left. I did one pass on the outside edge earlier today, but yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna be open at this hour. I need about 5 bags of seed to finish, so hopefully we can get that first thing in the morning and finish up this farm. I knew it was gonna be close. I could have probably stretched it out and dropped down my rate a little bit earlier, but I didn't. I kept it where I had it since I started planting a couple weeks ago. And was shooting for about that 160,000 population. So that being said, hopefully we'll get a couple bags of seed tomorrow to finish up here. And yeah, I'm gonna go park this thing, and I'll probably jump back in the roller until somebody picks me up. I think that's gonna do it for this video. If you made it to the end, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.